Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, Life with Lissette. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about a little subject that tends to come up quite often. It happened when I got my hair cut the first time, and it's something that I think is prevalent in society. Now, I am not saying this to talk about gender identity or any kind of political landscape. I do not want to go down that rabbit hole. So I'm going to put out my disclaimer right now. What I am saying here is the idea that women with short hair are perceived to be more masculine than women with long hair. Women with long hair are perceived to be more feminine and more in touch with their femininity. Now, I want to say that as a woman that has had long hair for 98% of her life, I don't agree with that statement. And it actually made me feel a little bit funny when I sat in the chair when I got my hair cut the very first time, and my stylist was advising me on how to actually wear my hair and to wisp it to the front. Don't do this, don't do that, because then you'll look as though you're more masculine than feminine. And all these ideas that how I wore my hair would be misinterpreted. And I didn't know how to process that. I had a really hard time sitting in that chair, understanding the why. And what I will say is, as a woman that has had long hair, like I said, for 98% of her life, and 6.5, 7 weeks ago decided to chop it all off and get a pixie, I am still that same woman. I still feel just as feminine. I still feel just as ladylike as the next person that has long hair. I don't change just because I cut my hair. Now, has my life changed as a result of me cutting my hair and my perception and how I look at myself? Absolutely. What I will say is that I am more in love with me today with short hair than I have ever been my entire life. Cutting my hair has been so liberating, so freeing, and something that I held on to for so long. And I wasn't sure where that came from. But as I sat in that chair with my first stylist, and she was sharing with me, don't wear your hair like this because then people will think this. Don't do this to your hair because then people will look at you like this. And I thought to myself, what in the world are we talking about? I'm just cutting off hair. It's just hair. And for me, I didn't do it for anyone else. I did it for me. And for all the reasons that I mentioned in my first video. And I wasn't sure if I was going to actually record this video or not, but it is something that is weighing so heavily on my heart. And for those women that are out there that do not get their hair cut because they've been told that you will look more masculine, don't believe that. Don't believe that. You will still be the same person. I will almost guarantee you that you will actually love yourself and feel better about yourself. I'm speaking for myself. Because I had been seriously considering cutting my hair for over 6 months. It's not a decision that I made overnight. It is not anything that I took very lightly. I discussed it with my husband and we were in agreement. Not that I needed his permission, but we are a partnership and I wanted his buy-in. And so I wanted to make sure that I did it for me, most importantly, but I wanted to get his perception and I wanted to get his ideas. And he's the one that has to look at me, right? I cut my hair, but he looks at me every day. I'm not sitting in the mirror looking at myself. But I didn't do this. I didn't make this change for anyone else. I did it for me. And so if this is something that you feel as though you're getting hung up on, the idea that people may perceive you to look more masculine, or they may think that you're more masculine, poo-poo them. Ignore them. This is your life, your hair. You do what makes you happy. You can't worry about what other people think. They're going to think a certain way anyway. Think about this for a second. If you decided one day you didn't want to wash your hair, or you washed it and didn't want to style it, you let it dry naturally, and then you just put a clip back in it, you were a frizzy mess. You know what people are going to think because you're the one that styles your hair all the time? That you're a disheveled mess. Whether your hair is long or short is not going to stop people from talking. Whether your hair is long or short is not going to make people love you more or love you less. Whether your hair is long or short is not going to change how you feel about yourself. If nothing else, it will enhance how you feel overall. For me, it has been the single most liberating, positive thing that I have been able to do for myself in probably all of my adult life. Aside from marrying my husband, the love of my life, having my daughters and having my granddaughter, I can't think of any other moment that has brought me so much joy and has given me so much freedom and so much badassery than cutting my hair into a pixie. So I'm just here to share with you that if you want to get your hair cut and you want a pixie, go for it. Go do it. Don't let people's opinions, don't let people's thoughts or their hang-ups stop you from feeling your best and doing what makes you happy. All right, friends, I felt that on my heart. I just needed to come on here and share that with you. I'm wishing you all a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting play. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for being here. And until the next one, adios.